Good morning. It's Saturday, the 27th of August 2016. Welcome to Almost a Breakfast Show, boys and girls. Almost a breakfast show this morning. In fact, you need waking up, don't you? Come on, wake up, dear. That's it. Yes, this is not one of your normal breakfast shows, you know. You haven't got two unfunny breakfast hosts on independent local radio, telling jokes that aren't funny, where the chemistry isn't itself. No, you've got some miserable old git sitting in this purpose-built television studio. This is what breakfast television should all be about, dear. Okay, maybe it's not breakfast for you at 9:30 in the morning. I know some of you working those boring jobs 9 to 5. Are you one of those people sitting there in that office? You know, you get there, travelling through all the traffic and all those millions of people through London, only to arrive at an office desk at 2 minutes before 9 in the morning, and then you perch yourself down on that most uncomfortable office chair, and for 8 hours you start your work. And you look at the clock 8 hours later and only 2 minutes have passed. Are you one of those? So if you are one of those, you may not even be up yet. In which case, come on, wake up, you lazy people this morning. Honestly, dear. Or maybe you are a very early riser, like my niece, Tracy Clifford. She is an early riser. Why is she an early riser? Because her children get up every morning at 6 o'clock. I said to her the other day, what do they do at 6 o'clock in the morning? And she said they always find something to do. How can there be something to do at 6 o'clock in the morning? Although I must say, if I was to ever retire, I think I'd be here every morning at like 8 o'clock doing a little show. You've got to keep your mind moving. You absolutely have to. Let's say good morning to some people this morning. Ah, look who it is. It's not my husband. God, I haven't got one. It's my nephew's wife, Stacey, and her little girl, my great niece, Evie, is with us this morning as well. Good morning, Evie. Oh, I would sing you this morning, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, but it's not bedtime yet, so we can't do that one. I could do Justin Bieber, Love Yourself, but I don't know the words. Love yourself. There you go, Evie. Especially for my great niece this morning. Yes. Good morning to Justin Peacock. Oh my God. Justin Peacock. Now he runs a pokey little pub up north in Hemel, Hempstead. Don't look at Hemel, Hempstead up. You wish you hadn't looked. You know, it's a bit like opening. It's a bit like opening like an out-of-date item in the fridge. Bit like opening it and tearing back and just see if this is bit like that. Do not look up Hemel, Hempstead. Second only in this country to Croydon for that sort of person. Thank you. Anyway, he runs a pokey little pub up north with the most wonderful selection of food and especially the custard. The steam coat, I'm just going to... Oh, that's going to cost you £5, that mention. The steam coat in Hemel, Hempstead is very, very famous for its wonderful custard. All homemade in a great big vat. Oh, it's beautiful stuff. Good morning, Justin. He says, retire, dear. Don't you have to start work to be able to retire? I beg your pardon, dear. At least I have customers. Have you been to one of my karaoke nights yet? You want one of these, Justin, by the way? Available on eBay, just 10. You've got to get one. You've got to get one. So when you get your bar staff and you need them, all you do... Look. It's fabulous, dear. £10, that's all this was. On Amazon, you've got to get one for your bar staff so that when you need them to do something, just pick up the bell and ring it, and they should come running. Yes, dear. Very easy. Good morning to Josh Ward. Good morning, Josh, who loves the countdown intro and music. Thank you, Josh. Now, the music is... What's the music for that? I'll tell you what it is. You can look it up on YouTube if you want. That's Central Television Startup. Okay, type into YouTube Central Television Startup. It's an old ITV company that no longer exists, and you will find that music. There might be a couple of different versions, all right? So just Central Television Startup, and you'll find that music. All right, Josh, always pleased to help. Chris Reardon, yes. Danny Davis, good morning to the Welsh. Hello, boyo. Good morning to the Welsh this morning who are in. Danny Davis. Morning, Chris. It's Manchester Pride today. Well, rather you than me, dear. Oh, I couldn't bear it. All those people in one place. I like a quiet place. I mean, one of the places I could never, ever go to on holiday to would be Bangkok. Oh, no. I know people that go there, and, I mean, they love it. You know, it's what you like. But too many people in one place at the same time. Unless I'm working, that's a different thing. But when I'm not working, I like to be quiet and peaceful. Just as I am at the moment. Quiet and peaceful. Yes, indeed. And good morning to lovely Karl Rex Mawson. How are you, sir? See, I got your name right. Not Morrison, Mawson. Mawson, Karl Rex Mawson, who used to come along and dance the night away when I was a younger DJ at Heaven. Actually, I say I was a younger DJ at Heaven. Even then, I was the oldest one in there, only second to David Rosen. Oh, yes. Good morning, Karl, who says, morning, Chris. I love the little countdown so I can get ready to watch your shows. Yes, the idea is, you see, if you was to just start the show, okay, then no one's there. No one's there, so you need a little bit of a lead in so that people, oh, it's on there, and then they can join in and have the fun there. Always feel free to share the show on your walls if you want to, boys and girls. Okay, Justin is ordering one now. I'm so happy. I knew you would. I knew you'd order one of these little bells. The only thing is, Justin, now pay attention. The clapper is not very well done. Now it's only happened to me once, but it's can you? I don't know if you can see. Yes, you can. Can you see that's like? It's like a couple of what would you call key ring type affairs, and the little ball is hanging on that, and occasionally it gets stuck. But it's only happened once. All right. So what you got to do is make sure it's nice and like the two circles are fully apart, and then it'll ring nicely. I won't keep ringing it because people get fed up, won't they? Or unless you want me to, unless you want to turn up your listening and watching devices very loud and place your, whatever it is, your computer, laptop, iPad, phone next to someone who is sleeping at this moment. Has anyone got anyone in the house who's sleeping at the moment and they want to wake them up? I will do that for you. I will do that for you in... Where's the clock? Oh, I've lost the clock now. There it is. Which one? Right, look at that. Look, see that clock there? Can you see that? It's a little bit far away, isn't it? Okay. Can you see that one there? I don't know if you can see it properly. Yes, I think you can see that. Right, you see that clock there? At 10 to 10, I will wake up someone in your house. That's assuming you're watching it live. If you're watching live, you will know, because there's a little live red thing on in the top left-hand corner. All right? If that's on, it says live, you're watching live. If that's not on, you're watching a recording, okay? At 10 to 10, in 7 minutes' time, I shall wake up your non-wakened up people in your house. All you got to do is put your little device next to their ear holes in the bed. Maybe you're secretly watching in bed at the moment. Are you? Are you secretly watching in bed? And the other half is next to you at the moment. Shh. Okay. And that's just the girls. Yes, that's the girls snoring. Shh. Oh, I can't bear it. Worse than people snoring in bed is people with smelly feet in bed. Oh, my God. There was one round here years ago, and the entire house stank by the end of by the morning. It was awful. Couldn't wait to get rid of them, dear. Bye. Hope they're not watching, incidentally. Justin is indeed ordering a bell. Okay, so you got now 6 minutes to go and find someone who's asleep, and I will personally wake them up. I tell you what, if you want me to shout their names as well, just type them up here if you're watching live. Type them up onto the Facebook, and I'll pick them up. So you've got 6 minutes to find them, okay? Justin is ordering one of those. I'm pleased to hear that, Justin. I should get money from Amazon. So this programme could be sponsored by Amazon One-Click Ordering. Oh, yes, we love it. Good morning to Tony Power, who says, good morning, Chris. I'm off to see some non-league football today. Football, dear. Football. Oh, come on. Football? I was only mildly more interested than poetry. Oh, God. They send poetry here, you know. They email, oh, Chris, could I just send you one of my poems? No. Poetry? Football? And it's almost the same thing. Although I very much doubt most of those footballers are too thick to under. All they can do is kick a ball around. That's all they can do. Thick as planks, all footballers. Nancy boys running around the pitch. And what's all that about? They run around, then they manage to kick that little ball into a goal and they start kissing. Men kissing on the... Oh, God. That made me feel ill. Oh. And then there's nothing straight about football. I'm telling you that now. And then, at the end of the game, they all jump in the bath together. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All jump in the bath together. It's disgusting. It shouldn't be. Mary Whitehouse had the right idea. Mary Whitehouse, which shouldn't be allowed. And sometimes they even show it on the television. Not on one of those late night things. It'd be on a news broadcast. 6 o'clock at night. Suddenly it'd go to the football's finish and they have a camera watching them in the bath. I mean, if that's not bad enough, just get them at, all that sweating and dirt and filth, and they get in the bath with other people. It's disgusting. Disgusting. It really is. Dear me. Yes, so Tony's going to the non-league football at Sutton Common. Rover versus Hartley. Are they the people that make the jams? So it's the car people, Rover, versus Hartley Jam. Or is it that book writer, J.R. Hartley? Do you remember the advert years ago when he was trying to sell that book? I wonder how many he sold. J.R. Hartley. Yes. A bit later. You are right, Chris. You need to keep active. Active in retirement. I retired last year and I'm busier now than I ever was when I was working full time. Oh yes, you absolutely have to keep active, especially in your head. Not just your head, your body as well. I intend to keep swimming and swimming and swimming for as long as I physically can. Very, very important to be active, but also to keep your head going as well. Good morning to little nun Lisa. Oh, look at that little boy. Who's that little boy? Is that your boy? Let me have a look. Let me have a quick look. Oh, look. Is that your boy? Or was it your brother? I don't know. You both look very... Is that you, Lisa? Little nun Lisa. Good morning, little nun Lisa. Lovely to see you, dear. Have I done everything right there? Just a minute. Have I missed something? I don't like to miss anyone. People get very upset. Very upset. Good morning to Chai. My girls will love the clock chimes thing. Hope it's not too scary. In hotel room, waiting for all to clear up. Oh, so we've got another 2 minutes. Okay, you've got 2 minutes before I wake up. People sleeping in your house. Go take your little phone or iPad up to their room. Quietly, mind. Open the door carefully. Probably, my guess is it's children you're going to get up, okay? So, children you probably go. So, open the door carefully, and I'm about to wake them up with my loud bell in 2 minutes' time, okay? So, there we are. Good morning to Michael Milner. Don Mike. Don Mike. Is that a made-up surname, dear? Is it made up? Football equals gays and rugby equals men. They are all gay, dear. Footballers. There are no straight footballers. Very, very sick people, that lot. Karl says, I'm good, thanks, Chris. I might be coming to lunch with you, Matt and Dan. Please come. Yes, we're having a little get-together. Some of the 3 of us, actually, possibly 3 of us. I was the DJ, and there were 3 of the customers that used to come to Heaven when I was DJing. I think it's about 9 or 10 years ago now. How the time has flown. So I'm very much looking forward to lunch at a Toby Carvery. But here's the bad news. It's in Croydon. Oh, yes, it's in Croydon. I am having personally fitted cameras all around my car to protect it from the evilness that is known as Croydon. Thank you very much. And Chai is watching for the first time. I didn't know. Is this your first time watching our little live shows, Chai? Well, welcome along, darling. Good morning to Mark Whittle. This is so like the Big Breakfast. Do you remember that with Chris Evans when he was nice? Now he shouts at people a lot. What's all that about? Shouting at people. You've got to treat people nicely. Adam's with us this morning. Good morning, Adam. Justin's off to IKEA. Oh, IKEA, Justin. Not John Lewis, darling. How times have changed for you, dear. Oh, my word. IKEA. Well, good luck this afternoon. There he will be this afternoon on the floor with all the furniture laid, little bits of wood and screws and everything there. And then he will come across the instruction sheet written in Chinese or Hebrew, one of the two. You know. Now, and then you have to. You're supposed to count the screws. Who does that? Who does that? It says at the top, you know, when I have translated from Chinese, it says at the top of that piece of paper, please check you have everything before starting. Come on, how many of you do that? When you get to IKEA, when you get something from IKEA, or maybe Sainsbury's, not Sainsbury's, or maybe Homebase or B&Q, how many of you actually count the screws and the little things that got the screw caps? How many of you count those and the bits of wood before you actually start to put it together? I bet you don't. You don't. I mean, I wouldn't anyway, dear. It comes from John Lewis, dear. When stuff comes here, it comes from John Lewis. Two men take it up the stairs and place it into position, taking away the old one. Is there anything else I can do for you, sir? No, thank you very much. There you go. A little tip as well. Got to give him a little tip. Thank you very much. Goodbye. And it's done. That's it. They came in the door 2 minutes earlier. They put the item in position. That's it. Not Justin. Oh, no, he used to. Oh, yes, dear. Selfridges, Harrods, John Lewis, House of Fraser. He used to go. Now, IKEA. All flat pack furniture. You want to go to his pubs. Pub. You want to go to his pub. All the customer seating. It's all, you know, that put together your own furniture. And, you know, sometimes someone's sitting and a leg goes on the chair. Or he got, yeah, I mean, every single table in his pub is wobbly. You've got to, excuse me, can I have a couple of bar mats, please? And he put it under the leg to stop it wobbling backwards and forward. Well, I say wobbling. A little bit like the manager himself, to be honest. Thank you. Michael says, Dad on Mike is my tag on gaming. Oh, I don't know anything about gaming. What's gaming, dear? It's boring. Get out there and see the world, Michael. None of this gaming lark, dear. Now, look. Good news, boys and girls, for casualty lovers. Danny says, at language, what languages are you fluent in? All of them. All of them. All of them. I can do languages, any language you want. Do you want me to do some Welsh for you this morning? You ready? Bah. Bah. There's my Welsh. There you go. Anything else you want me to do? Eh? Chinese? Ooh. Yeah, Chinese. French. Hebrew. Punjabi. All of them, dear. Now, you're probably thinking, but they are not languages. You're just making noises. How would you know? Because you don't speak other languages. I do them all. Every single language. Australian, good day. Yeah, all of them. All of them. All the languages I do. All of them. Shai says, this is the first time she's watched it live. Yeah, I know what you mean, darling. I know you've been there for our little recordings, my darling. All right. Good news today. Oh, no, here's an idea for you. Here's an idea. Now, how would you like... Are you ready, ladies? Oh, hang on. What's the time? Oh, yeah. Are you ready to wake up your people? Are you ready? Right, we're going to do it now. Good morning, Charlotte. All the way from Woodall Spa. Hello, Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte, yes. Charlotte, my darling. Hello, good morning. Morning. Are you ready to wake people up? You ready? Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Come on, wakey, wakey. That's enough time. Your parents have decided it's time for you to get up. And I am here to assist them in you opening your crusty little eyelids and observing the world before you this morning. Come on. You can't be laying in bed all day, you lazy so-and-sos. That's it, up. And today is your day for doing breakfast. Yes, Mummy and Daddy, or one or the other, or partner, are ready for you to get up and splash some very, very cold water on your face and wake up, wake up. That's it. There we are. Done. I could possibly sell little videos of me doing that, couldn't I? You could download it onto your device and then use it to wake up someone in the morning. Would you like that? Yes. None of this pansy waking people up. Have you seen those lights that you can get? Apparently there's this light you can get which is like an alarm. And it comes on gradually to gently ease you into the day. and then little noises of seagulls or birds singing, or rain pitter pattering on the wall. We're not having any of that. Not here. Wake up! That's enough of that bell. It's getting on my bloody nerves now. Now, ladies, I'm going to show you something now. Fellas, I'm about to show you a picture of a lady's bum. Now, don't worry, it is not naked. We don't do porn on this programme. Thank you very much. I leave that to my sister, who's got her own show on Babe Station Extreme. She is. You can ring her up, and it would not a lot of people ring her, strangely enough. But you can ring her if you want to, boys and girls. They do put her on very late at night, because on the very occasional phone call she gets, generally the blokes are going to be a little bit drunk. You know, they've come in from the pub. Let's put the telly on. Oh, all right. Let's give her a ring. Hello? Hello? Anyway, how would you like a bum like this? There you go. Look, there it is. There it is. This is from the BBC. We genuflect in its holy... Oh, watch my back. That's all right. We genuflect in the holy name of the BBC. Oh, yes. Do you know what I wanted to do? There's a couple of jobs I wanted to do. I wanted to be a BBC cameraman, but that's all automatic now, isn't it? There's the producer sits there with a little joystick. Talking of producers, hang on, let me make a note of that word, producers, because I've got something to tell you a little bit later on. And I wanted then also to be a BBC One announcer, you know. And a very good morning to you from all of us here at BBC One Colour. But I never did it. Anyway, back to this. From the BBC website, picture of a lady's bum there. Look at this. Thank you very much to Johnny Key for some more news stories. The ones you gave me yesterday, Johnny, by the way, I've left in the car, unfortunately, which is now back in the garage. I'm now able to place the car back in the garage after my back has not fully recovered, but a bit recovered. Good morning to Rory O'Leary. Good morning, Rory. Rory, I used to work with him at the Cherry Tree. It's closed now. No, it's not closed now. It was taken over and I moved. But good morning, Rory. I'm glad you liked your birthday message, my darling. When are you going to come down and sing us a song? You need to come down and do I Will Survive with me. It's one of his songs he used to sing, isn't it, Rory? On Saturday... this is a couple of weeks ago. The world-renowned Brazilian plastic surgeon Ivo Pitanguy. It's another strange name. Why can't these people just be called Smith or something like that? Ivo Pitanguy, Smith or Chang or Patel. You see how multinationalist, racialist equality this programme is? It absolutely is, darling. There we are. The world-renowned Brazilian plastic surgeon and pioneer of the Brazilian butt lift. Do you know, I think I need one of those. My arse is practically dragging along that floor now. It is. Anyway, he's died at the age of 90, just a day after carrying the Olympic flame through Rio. His legacy has inspired plastic surgeons around the world, and techniques like butt lift have become increasingly popular with patients. I think I need to have this done. I do. So what is behind this phenomenon? Let's try that word. Phenomenon. I don't like that word because it's hard to say. Phenomenon. And does it hurt? Does it hurt to have a butt lift? Does that hurt? Here's the thing. There are several types of procedures, apparently. A buttock augmentation changes the size and shapes of a patient's buttocks by transferring and injecting fat, or by surgically placing silicone implants into the buttock. Now, when they say injecting fat, now is that your own, or does it come from someone or something else? Now, you know what some of these mad scientists is. I certainly wouldn't have any of this done. But I've heard now they're trying to grow organs inside pigs and things like that. I mean, maybe they suck out somehow, you know, with a little plastic tube and a needle. They suck out the fat from another creature. Now, what large creature? A bison. A bison, for example. Maybe they suck out the fat from a bison and then inject it into your very own arse. so that it can improve its look. I mean, I can actually see you through this camera. I'm having a look at you at the moment, and quite honestly, you could do with having your arse done up a little bit. I mean, look at that old thing dragging along on that floor. God's sake! At least with a fat hanging down arse, you don't have to sweep up after you, because as you walk down the road, it sweeps the road, going left to right, left to right. Oh, you want to see some of these gays walking like that? What do they think? They swing their arse left and right. What do they think they're like? Anyway, back to this. The Brazilian butt lift specifically involves fat injection or grafting. The patient undergoes liposuction to remove fat from their abdomen, hips and thighs. Might have a little bit of that on my abdomen. Might have a bit of that. Which is then processed. It is processed and implanted into the buttocks. Now, what do they mean by processed? What do they mean by that, I wonder? Do they is the fat sucked out of you and placed in a bottle somewhere? Is that what happens? It's placed in a bottle somewhere. And then, I know what they have to do. I bet they have to put it through a sieve. You know when, for example, when you're doing cooking, ladies, when you're doing, and men, when you're doing cooking, okay, and you put certain things through a sieve to get out those nasty old hard lumps. We don't like nasty old hard lumps. We don't. And someone is that what they do to your fat? What a wonderful thought. Is it like just like a sieve? Or maybe it's a mincer. Maybe it's placed in mincer and all little bits of fat that they've just sucked out of you. Some of you more than others. Some of you more than others. Does it go for a mincer to make it nice and smooth? So it would be more like milk than porridge, because if you do porridge, depending on the size of the oats, I quite like the jumbo oats in porridge, don't you? Jumbo oats. So it's a little bit, you've got something to bite on. Not that thin ready break stuff, dear. It's not porridge. Is it not porridge, dear? Instant oats in a little packet. No, we're not having any of that. You've got to buy the big packet, dear. Jumbo oats. The Irish do a nice one. What's it called? Flavour porridge. There's an Irish porridge you can buy from Waitrose, of course. You try one of those. Anyway, onward. Conversely, a regular buttock lift reduces the volume of the buttocks by removing excess skin and fat from the region. You want your bum like that? Come on, girls. Keep listening. Wonder how much all this is going to cost. We'll get to that in a minute, I'm sure. And it goes... where were we now? Let me just... Because Johnny Key sends some of these stuff, and he arranges it. He gets it all ready for me. Look, highlight pens. Johnny, if you're watching this, can I have a green highlight pen next time rather than yellow? As long as it doesn't, wipe out the writing completely. Dr. Pacifino says media coverage of the generous behinds of celebrities like Kim Kardashian. Ooh, I've never ever watched that. I do not watch untalented people on the television. I'm sorry, lovey, I don't, dear. None of that Big Brother. I see the X Factor starts tonight. Oh, please do me a favour. Kim Kardashian or Nicki Minaj may partially explain the procedure's rise in popularity as admirers seek to emulate such figures by artificial means. Artificial. Bottoms have been featured in Brazilian music and... Oh, is that word again? Poetry. Oh, God. Poetry, dear. Poetry. Through the 20th century. In 2011, the country started the Miss Bum Bum competition, which judges women's buttons and annually crowns a Miss Butt. I wonder who was Miss Butt 2016. Well, it wouldn't have been my sister. Wouldn't have been my sister, I'll tell you that now, darling. God's sake. I mean, she came on the stage and they thought 4 people had come on. They did. Not come on. You know what? How long is the recovery process after the surgery? Now, this is the important thing, girls. Because obviously you've probably... It doesn't say anything about the price here, which surprises me. Oh, it does. Hang on a minute. No, it doesn't. Oh, no, Does it say anything about the price? One moment, please. No, I've got no price. Just a moment. Let's just type something in and see if we can find a price for you, boys and girls. Because I know some of you are now you're probably looking in your very empty bank accounts and wondering if you can afford such a thing. How much is a bum lift? How do we get onto this today? Shop for how much is a bum lift? Here we are. Doctor's answers. Let's have a look. Individually is worth more than surgery. Oh, it doesn't say. Don't know. Don't know how much that would be. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Oh, God. The cost of a butt lift can range from location to location. The price can start at $6,000, about £4,000, and go up from there, depending how much you've got to suck out. My sister would have to sell her house. God's sake. So how long is the recovery from this service? So, because you don't want to you want to pay out that money, get it done, and get out there as quickly as possible and show it off, don't you, boys and girls? Yes. Well, if you have fat injected into your buttocks, I advise my patients not to sit down for up to 6 weeks. The fat must survive in its new home. When you sit down, you put pressure on your buttocks, which reduces the blood flow to the... Oh, we're going to have to stand up now for the rest of the show. Oh. Hello? Oh, no. Well, I can't really do it like that. No, that's not going to work. Oh, I hope my bum... You see, that's why my bum's dropped. It's dead. My bum is clearly dead through sitting on this chair and talking. Patients must sleep on their stomach or side while recovering. For those who can't sleep on their stomachs, inflatable mattresses and chairs with cleverly placed holes are available so patients can sit and lie on their backs without putting pressure on their bottom. So there we are. You want one of those? That's how to go about it. All right, that's how to go about it. Talking of new beds, talking of beds there, my new bed coming on Tuesday. Thank you very much. Being delivered by Bentors between the hours of 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Busy day Tuesday. The bed's coming between 10 and 1. But the cat's got to go back to the vet. Katie the cat has got to go back to the vet at 12 o'clock on Tuesday just to check everything's okay. So, latest update on Katie the cat, boys and girls. Katie the cat she is now eating like a horse. Although, of course, she's not a horse, she's a cat. But she is now eating a lot, much more. She's not moaning as much either. She used to sit... if you didn't see the last few shows, the cat had to go to the vet. She'd stopped eating. They told me to get her teeth cleaned. It cost me 275 quid to have a cat's teeth cleaned, dear. I mean, what did they do for 270 quid? Do they remove each tooth individually? You know, paint it, scrub it, and then replace it in the head? I don't think so. But anyway, she would be moaning a lot. Meow, 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 all the time. Loud. Almost like a howl. And this went on for ages. And I didn't put it down to her teeth. And then when I took her in, it's hurting her to eat. That's why she's not eating. Anyway, got the teeth done. She came round from that fine. The anaesthetic was a bit worried for the anaesthetic because she was so old. And now she is back to, I would say she's eating more than she has done for ages. So I'm very, very pleased to give you the information about Katie the cat. Oh, yes. Now, let's do some messages. Now, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll open the phone lines in case anyone wants to call in. There's the number coming up at the bottom of the screen there. If you're watching live, that is. If you're watching the recording, you won't see the number because lines are closed. But if you're watching live and there's a little thing in the corner of the screen that says live, you can call in if you want to. The phone number, you can either use Skype. My Skype username is, all one word, United Kingdom Talk. Okay, all one word, United Kingdom Talk. Or there's a phone in as well. The phone in number is 020 8144 3477. You got that? 020 8144 3477. Now, I've just noticed on the it's a bit difficult to see the colour of that phone number, isn't it? I wonder if I can make that easier for you to see. 1 second, let's just do this. If you're watching the recording, you won't actually be able to see this happening. Let's try that. Let's try green. Does that work for you better? No, not really, does it? What colour shall we just... I don't think white will work. I'll try it for you. Let's try white. I don't think white will work. No, that's... Oh, hang on. That is better, isn't it? Is white better? I can't... See, I thought I might be able to put a... No, it does. I can't. I thought I might be able to put a black box around it, but I don't think I can do that. So that is what I think whites is going to be about the best. We'll try black as well. Sometimes you can find... No, that's no good, is it? You can find a different colour. Let's try a different one. One more. What colours have I got? I've got blue on, so blues... Let's try pink. No. Don't know. What's the best colour? Red? Did I have... No, I had red on. What about dark red? No. I think white's going to be the better one, isn't it? Well, let's go back to white then. Let's put the white on. So if you want to call in, then the phone line is open now, boys and girls. You can call in. We'll have a little chat on air. 020 8144 3477. 020 8144 3477. Some more messages coming through then, gang. Tony says a Brazilian butt lift is $13,000. That's £10,000 for a Brazilian butt lift. How does that sound to you? Is that good value for money? £13,000. Where's my list of things to talk about gone? Have you stolen it? Is that it there? What's this? I've lost the bits of paper. Oh, there it is. Look at my script this morning, written on the back of an envelope. Look. Someone wanted to know, actually, has anyone got any tips how to do a chat show or a vlog, whatever you want to call this? So I'll come to that in a second. That's a lad in Australia, Jackson, I think it is, in New South Wales in Australia. So I'll come to that in a minute, just for you, Jackson. All right, Tony. Yes, Tony says I was going to have a nice fry up, Chris. What with the fat that's been sucked out of you? Well, you could use that, couldn't you, Tony? I wonder if you could lose weight by eating your own fat. So you have it sucked out, and then you would use it to fry something in, and then eat it all up again. Does that work for you? I don't know, Tony. Chai says the procedure of butt lift sounds repulsive. Chai, you don't need that, darling. You know that, Chai. Chai, you do not need that procedure. Chai is one of our fantastically talented karaoke singers. She's more than a karaoke singer, Chai. Good morning to Mark. Was butt lift in the Olympics then? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was just a Rio thing. But perhaps if you had yours done, Mark, it could be in the Olympics. And I think you might just win a bronze medal. Just might win a bronze medal. Thank you. Michael says it was his birthday. Was it your birthday yesterday, Michael? Oh, we didn't do a show yesterday, did we? Sorry about that. Sorry, no show yesterday. I was at a funeral yesterday, so that's where I was yesterday. Good morning to Claire Norton, who joins us a little bit. You're a little bit late this morning, Claire. Good morning, darling. Hope you're well today. Welcome along to our strange, mysterious little show that we pop on now and again and do. Good morning to Robert Cooper, wearing a suit and tie on a Saturday. Are you on a promise? Yes, I promise to look nice for you. We can't just turn up here in old T-shirts and things like that like I used to. No. We've got to look nice. Got to try and look nice. Good morning, Robert. Paul Adamson, yellow. Oh, yellow's better, is it? Okay, let's go back to the yellow then. Hang on. Let's put the yellow and we'll try that one. Try that then. I think you're right. Yeah, yellow's better, isn't it? Yellow. Right, we'll stick to the yellow one then. Okay, there's the phone number. If you're watching live, you see the phone number up there. If you're watching the recording, there's no phone number. Okay, 020 8144 3477. 020 8144 3477 is the phone number. Okay, Chai says white. Yeah, white or yellow, I reckon. One of those two colours anyway. Now, let's have a look. Good news for casualty lovers. Oh, good morning to Darls. Darls Buffett. Now, let me tell you where Darls is. She is on, I'm assuming you're at home, she is on a tiny little island in the South Pacific called Norfolk Island, where I visited twice. Did I come twice or three times? Twice. It's actually a few years back now, and it is the most wonderful little place in the world. It is It's kind of part of Australia, but not that close to Australia. You're on the plane. I can't remember how long I was on the plane for. Would it be 2 hours? Something like that from Sydney. And anyway, it's a tiny little place, and it is just paradise. You know, don't expect casinos and the sort of thing that you would find on a, you know, in a like Magaluf type thing. Not like that at all. It's quite oldie worldy, and it is the most beautiful place. And Darls certainly used to do, I think, the breakfast show on the little radio station over there that I visited. I did a couple of little shows while I was there as well. A few years ago now. I was just on holiday visiting my cousin, Vince, who's quite high up in the police. He was running the police on the island. Now, when I say running the police, you know, very important job, but it wasn't like loads of them. I can't remember how many there was, but that's what they did. There were no traffic lights on the island, and there was one street lamp when I was there on a roundabout. You know, that's all there is there. And it's such a magical, wonderful place to go to, and you need to go and visit that. Norfolk Island in the South Pacific, okay? So good morning to Darls. Good morning to Ashley as well this morning, Chris. Good morning, Ashley. And Paul Adamson is there. Have you got your suit trousers on? Absolutely not. No, I've got shorts on. But it doesn't matter. You don't think, you know those people who read the news on BBC News 24, you don't think they've got trousers on underneath there, do you? They're just sitting there in a boxer shorts and underpants and knickers. That's what they do. No point in doing up downstairs if upstairs is looking all right. Surely. Why would you bother? Someone want to call in? 020-8144-3477. No problem if you don't want to prefer to just sit there and listen. I'm all right with that as well. Darl says, tiny island indeed, and it's raining there. I went 3 times. I couldn't remember Darls. I went 3 times. It was such a lovely place. I was made to feel very welcome, especially by Darls and another lady called Alison Christian, who runs the, I think she does a lot to do with the tourist type thing over there. And as I say, I did some shows on Radio Norfolk while I was there. I think I did 2 shows. And it was this, it's when I say radio station, right, if you're in London, you know what a radio station is like. Get that out of your mind completely. There's no tall office blocks. It's all very countrified. And the radio station I can only describe as a large hut. With all the doors and windows open because it's that hot there. And you would sit in, and it's all quite, it's not old, but it's kind of old in comparison to if you went in the studios of LBC or the BBC here. But it all works, and you know, at the end of the day, to the listener at the other end, it doesn't make any difference whether you use it, as long as it sounds all right. It doesn't matter whether you're using old equipment or new. And I went in there and did a couple of little shows while I was there, which I enjoyed doing. So it's raining on Norfolk Island. Gosh, how awful! You'll be just coming into your springtime now, won't you? Because you've got the same weather as Australia. Australia is very close by. Oh my God, Darls now is the manager of Radio Norfolk. Are you really? Good God. Well, congratulations. That's fantastic. And you deserve that job. You absolutely deserve that job. Did they ever sort out the internet on Norfolk Island? Because it was always very, very slow. You would have to buy a voucher from the telephone company on the island. Now, what was the name? Norfolk Telecom, possibly, something like that. And anyway, and it was all wireless. So you'd kind of type this code into a computer somewhere or on your mobile phone, I think, and that's how it works. But presumably, because now you're closer to Australia, I would imagine Australia mainland at some point will be putting a cable direct to you, I would guess. Tell us more about that, Darls. I'm fascinated to hear what's going on there. We got a call. Good morning. Who's on the line this morning?
Presumably, because now you're closer to Australia.
Oh, turn me off. You've got me on in the background there. Turn me off and talk to me. No?
A cable direct to you, I would guess.
I can hear myself. Let's just turn that down for a second. Hello?
Hi.
All right, I've got you. Hello?
It's Try.
Eh?
It's Try.
Who is that?
Try.
Trey?
Karaoke.
TR?
Is that Chris's show?
Yeah, who is that?
Chris Redden.
Yeah.
Chris Redden, it's Chinye Furner. Chai.
Chai, hello, Chai, darling. Sorry, I couldn't quite get you then. Hello, Chai. All right.
I'm sorry, I'm so far away. Yes, I'm fine. I'm very well, thank
Oh,
you.
I can hear you now. I couldn't quite work out what you were saying. It was like another language then, darling. And although I do speak all languages, I couldn't work out what the hell you were saying then, my love. Chai.
It's just a quick one.
Yes.
Hello. A quick one to say, well, yes, it's the first time I'm watching live, and what an amazing show. You're looking great. Love the food, love the pie. Happy to hear about your cat being in the mend. And my daughters are actually watching with me all the way from Rotterdam in Netherlands.
Oh, in the Netherlands. Yeah, I've never been there.
Mm-hmm.
How old are they now,
lovely.
Chai?
My daughters?
Yes.
9 and 7.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought they were grown up and working
No.
somewhere.
They're
So
waving at you.
they live in the Netherlands, do they?
No, they don't. We live in London. We just came on holiday. We were in Brussels yesterday.
I beg you. Oh, you're all
well-
in the Netherlands. You're all in the Netherlands at the moment.
Yes, we are. Yes.
What? You in a hotel room or what?
We are. We were in an apartment. We're now in a hotel room. A very strange room.
Is it?
Very strange.
Why
yes.
is that?
Oh, it's a Russian lady that owns it. I think it's her house converted. And it's just a very strange experience. But the breakfast was lovely. Yeah. Well, so.
But
I'll tell you more later,
why is the room strange, Chai?
There's a three-legged chair.
A three-legged chair?
Yes. And no, but it's very neat, very kempt though.
Of
very
course.
nice.
Of course.
But it's just strange. And the bed has these, you know, in the hospital when you can move the bed up, you know, the feet up and the head part up as well and down.
Yes.
And we've been playing with that, so it's got that too. Fresh flowers though, but just strange. I don't know. It's very old furnishing. Dated but nice, like in another century.
Yeah,
you know.
I know what you mean. I many years ago I did some radio work on a radio station in Slovakia. It was only for 1 week at RTI, which was a radio station there, and they put us up in this hotel in Tatris, Tatris, which is like a mountain range, and this hotel had I use the word pool, P-O-O-L, very loosely because it was massive. It wasn't like like a square pool. It was like it was just massive, but it was all natural. It was a natural hot spring. And of course, you come downstairs and you get changed in this dressing room, and then you leave the dressing room. Oh my God! And it's freezing because it was snow on the ground. Snow on the ground, but you got in the water, and it's all hot and lovely because it's being heated by the earth underneath it. Oh, it was wonderful. But I mentioned this to you because if you'd have seen the hotel, you would have thought, my God, this is really old fashioned. Do you remember the doors? The doors had red padded leather on them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, really old.
Oh, wow.
Now, that's not to say it wasn't nice. I quite liked it, but people who are used to staying at like 5-star. Well, to me, it was a 5-star hotel. I thought it was lovely.
Yeah.
But people say, "Oh, it's a bit old-fashioned here," which of course it was, because it would have been ex-Soviet Union, wouldn't it? I suppose.
That's correct. I mean, the bathrooms here are very modern. The ones here in this strange hotel, the bathrooms are very modern. And when you brush your teeth, there are lights that change and things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now,
but it's nice. Yeah.
You're not one of those people that starts nicking towels, are you, darling?
No,
Oh,
of course
you've
not.
laughed. You've laughed. That's a dead giveaway. Well, I hope you'll be
And they're not
confessing that
endorsed.
soon, my love. Eh?
They're not endorsed. They're not branded either. You know, where you have a little signature thing at the end of it. No, they're just normal towels anyway. I wouldn't anyway. No, we've got nice stuff on our own. Thank you, Chris.
Lovely, lovely. Well, have you got anything planned for later today? What time is it there now? Is it the same as here?
No, it's an hour ahead, so it's now 22 past 11.
What, and you're still in the hotel room? God's sake,
Yeah,
man.
I know. The girls are playing on their DSs. But we're going to the zoo, and we're going to the Erasmus Ridge, and things. We're right in the heart of Rotterdam, so we're quite central. And there's a
Lovely.
place called Mini World, we're going to see what that's about.
Mini World. Is that something to do with
Mini World.
cars, or is it like a model village type thing?
Exactly that, like mini Europe in Brussels.
Oh, how
So
lovely.
you've got the Leaning Tower of Pizza, you know, Eiffel Tower and all that.
Like a model village. Did you ever go to Beaconsfield Model Village?
No.
No,
No.
that's it's not far from London, actually. I went years and years ago. I was about 6, 7, 8 years old, something like that, maybe, with my mum and dad. And oh, it's a picture of my mum here. Look, picture of me and my mum there. Look at that. The picture I keep next to me there. Black and white, of course, dear. Black and white. There's me in there's me in a pushchair. Me in a no, not a pushchair. It's a swing. But I appear. Isn't this strange, Try? I appear to have a dress on. I don't understand that. It's my mum and me. And that now, where is this? That's. I think that's a holiday. It's obviously some sort of Pontins or Butlins or something like that, which I keep next to me there. Yeah, so Beaconsfield Model Village, it's in Beaconsfield. It's in Hertfordshire, so it's not far from London. I wonder if your girls would like that sort of thing. Yeah, it's
We
a
must
little
go.
model
Now that I know
village.
there's one there.
Lots of little tiny things, little trains and cars moving around and all that. Do you know, I must go there and make a video. I must go there and make a video. That'd be a nice thing to do. You could take your girls there one time. How long were you there?
One last thing you can do. Oh, we've been here for a week. We've been in Brussels, actually. We're in a lovely apartment, and now we're in Rotterdam, and we're going back to Brussels tonight. Back in London Sunday. I'll see you Monday. But one last thing. When you do go to the mini world or mini Europe in London, in England, you can stand by each significant structure representing a country and speak that gibberish that you were speaking earlier. You know, so when you're by the Eiffel Tower, you can speak your funny French.
Just a minute. Gibberish, dear. Gibberish. I am multilingually. I am multilingually. I speak all the languages, dear. Now, I think that's a little bit of jealousness I hear in your voice there, seeing as you can only speak plain old English, dear. You've got to be multinational now. You've got to speak all the languages. But I'm sorry. I refuse to eat that foreign food. I'm not having anything like that. The only foreign food I eat is pizza from Italy. Thank you.
I'm going to let you get on with your show, just in case anyone else wants to call.
You have a lovely holiday. What are your girls' names?
Josie and Chrissy. I'll just go and say hello. Chrissy, say hello to Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Hello, Chrissy. Make sure your mum buys you a nice ice cream today, all right?
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Hello, Chris.
That's Josie now.
Hello, Josie. All right? You going out today? You looking forward to your day out?
Yeah.
You have a lovely day and take lots of photographs. And make Mummy buy you something nice.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye, darling.
Thanks, Chris.
Oh, how lovely.
Bye.
You have a wonderful holiday.
I'm going to keep watching your show now.
Absolute pleasure. We're nearly finished now. Absolute pleasure to talk to you, Ty. Enjoy your holiday, darling. All right?
Thank you.
Bye-bye, my love. There we are. That's lovely to hear Chai calling in there. Oh, that really was a lovely thing, that was. All right. Let's have a look. We'll do some more messages. And then we better do the birthdays. I've sat here for an hour. I only intended to do half an hour. This keeps happening. Oh, no. I haven't got a button pushed here. Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry. I think you might have just been able to hear that phone conversation, but not as well as you should have done. I haven't pushed a button there. I just noticed that, Tony. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Paul says, the first hotel I was putting in Amsterdam 20 years ago was so bad I left my own towel for them. Is that right? So I hope you heard that all right. It's too late. I can't go back on it, can I? Hello to... Yes, Paul's in... Paul's in Amsterdam as well, are you, Paul? Hello, Paul. Good morning to Shania. And Darls has been manager of Radio Norfolk since July the 1st. Internet is a little better here. Good. Good. That is good news. Yeah, sorry about that, gang. Do apologise. That went a little bit wrong, that phone call. I'm sure you couldn't hear it properly. I'm sure you could hear... Could you hear part of it all right? Could you hear part of it? Do let us know, okay? Anyone else want to call in? You'll have to do it quick, okay? Because we're going to finish very shortly soon. 020-8144-3477. 020-8144-3477 is the phone number there, okay? Now, just a minute. Let me have a look here. possibly. Don't know, actually. Is that going to work? You might hear it better. You might hear that phone call better on the recording, okay? Just to let you know. I'm not sure if you will or not. Right, let's do some birthdays. Good morning, birthday today to Ricky Patake. Good morning, Rick Patake. Patake, I think it is. Pictures of gold medals all over. You weren't a gold medal winner at the Olympics, were you, sir? Hey, happy birthday to you today. Happy birthday to Thomas Oliver Green. Looking very dapper in that black suit, sir. 31 years old today. Happy birthday, Thomas. To Peter Thompson, 62 today. I love the picture of that little white kitten on there. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to singing songstress, Vinette Cowan, who does Tina Turner, among other things. Vinette is, I haven't seen her working for ages, but she certainly was a professional singer for a period of time. Happy birthday to you, Vinette. Maybe you're still doing it. I don't know. I haven't heard from you for ages. I hope you're well, Vinette. Happy birthday to Karl Kennedy, 34 years old today. Good morning, Karl. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Graham Hall. Oh, yes. Presenter at Radio Caroline and Radio Seagull. DJ and presenter. Happy birthday, sir. We love radio people here. I never got into radio. I did internet radio for some time. I did a radio on... I did an AM station in London for a while. Did the overnight show on Liberty Radio in London. Now, I just remembered we didn't do birthdays yesterday, so I can just go back on those somehow and we wish people happy birthday there, because I feel a bit bad when I don't do people's birthdays now. So what is today? It's 27th today, so 26. Is that the right one there? Let me have a look. 26? No, that's wrong. 26. There's birthdays. Oh, let's have a look. No, that can't be right. That was last week, wasn't it? 5, 12, 9. Oh, 26. There we are. 26. Happy birthday to Philip Garini. 50. Is it 56 years old today? Happy birthday, Philip. To Laura Morton. Happy birthday, Laura, for yesterday. To James McGregor Pars. Birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, James. And I think that's about it. Oh, hang on. There's a plus. It says +2. Terry Ashwell. Terry Ashwell, 41 years old yesterday. And Paul James, also birthday yesterday. They're all the birthdays today and yesterday. Here comes the song, gang. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, lovely people. Happy birthday to you. All right? Happy birthday, everyone. Once again, sorry if you couldn't hear that phone call properly there. I do apologise. Paul says, suddenly found myself thinking of old Bob Tomowski today. Do you remember Radio Bob, Chris? That name rings a bell. Bob, yeah. It does. It does actually ring a name. Yeah. So there we are. Thank you very much. Tony says you could just about hear the phone call, so I'm glad about that. Sorry you couldn't hear that properly at all there, but you heard it a bit, so I'm happy with that. That's it today, boys and girls. Thank you very much for joining us on our little show this morning. Been a pleasure chatting away to you as always. Another one very, very soon, okay? Have a lovely Saturday. See you soon. Bye-bye now.